Hello, welcome to the Wellbeing Service, Glasgow South. My name is Liz and I am going to talk you through our information sheet on identifying and challenging unhelpful thoughts. The way that we think about things has an impact on our mood, anxiety and stress levels. Many of these thoughts occur outside of our control and can be negative or unhelpful. It is therefore important to remember that they are just thoughts, without any real basis, and are not necessarily facts. Even though we may believe a lot of our unhelpful thoughts when we are feeling low, anxious or stressed, it is good to remember that they should be questioned as they are often based on wrong assumptions. Are you thinking about things in an unhelpful or unrealistic way? Once you have identified this, you can start to make positive changes to this. By doing so, you learn to see things in a more realistic light, which can help improve your mood and reduce anxiety or stress levels. You might have unhelpful thoughts about all kinds of things. Unhelpful thoughts that you may experience about yourself. I'm boring. I'm ugly. I'm a failure. About others. No one likes me. People are out to get me. Everyone is better than me. About the world. Life is unfair. The world is a horrible place. About the future. Things will never get better. What is the point in continuing? I am destined to fail. It is important to start recognising an unhelpful thought. Then you can challenge it. Being aware of the common patterns that unhelpful thoughts follow can help you recognise when you have them. Signs. Notice the signs your negative thoughts are out of control. Take a break, take a breath, or a break to calm your mind and body. Observe. Observe your thoughts, identify the unhelpful thought type. Perspective. Shift your perspective. Provide evidence for and against. Proceed. How do you need to proceed? What would be helpful to do next? Unhelpful thinking styles. All or nothing thinking. Sometimes can be called black and white thinking. If I'm not perfect, I have failed. Either I do it right or not at all. Overgeneralising. Everything is always rubbish. Nothing good ever happens. Seeing a pattern based upon a single event or being overly broad in the conclusion we draw. Mental filter. Only paying attention to certain types of evidence. Noticing our failures and not seeing our successes. Disqualifying the positive. Discounting the good things that have happened or that you have done for one reason or another. That doesn't count. Jumping to conclusion. There are two key types of jumping to conclusions. Mind reading, imagining we know what the others are thinking. Fortune telling, predicting the future. 2 + 2 = 5. Magnification, catastrophizing and minimization. Blowing things out of proportion, catastrophizing, or inappropriately shrinking something to make it less important. Emotional reasoning, assuming that because we feel a certain way that we think what we think must be true. I feel embarrassed, so I must be an idiot. Should, must. Using critical words like should, must, or ought can make us feel guilty and like we have already failed. If we apply shoulds to other people, the result is often frustration. Labelling, stupid. Assigning labels to ourselves or to other people. I'm a loser. I'm completely useless. They're such an idiot. Personalisation. This is my fault. blaming yourself or taking responsibility for something that wasn't completely your fault. Conversely, blaming other people for something that was your fault. Challenging unhelpful thoughts. The following strategy is helpful in beginning to challenge your thoughts. Think. Ask yourself, what if your thought is? Is it true? Is this thought fact or opinion? Well, what is true about this situation? What are the facts? Is it helpful? Is this thought helpful to me? What would be helpful to think right now? Inspiring or important? Does this thought inspire me, or is it very important right now? What is important right now? Is it necessary? Do I really need to believe and act on this thought immediately? Later? Never. What is necessary to do right now? Is it kind? Is this thought kind to me? Is this thought kind to others? Is this kind about others? What would be kind right now? If you answer no to any of these think questions, you can safely dismiss that thought. Choose a new focus or attention. Changing unhelpful thoughts. Catch it. Identify the thought that came before the emotion. Check it. Reflect on how accurate and useful this thought is. Change it. Change the thought to a more accurate or helpful one. Click on the following link for learning this new skill. Learning the 3 C's. Catch it, check it, change it. Check the App Store on your device for this helpful resource. CBT Thought Record Diary. Keeping a diary of unhelpful thoughts. Help identify unhelpful thinking styles. Challenge and dispute your unhelpful thoughts. Our recommended resources are listed below.